Mic check. Thank you to everybody who's joined us nice and early here in the ATL Rocket League pilot season. Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Greetings, esports enthusiasts. Please sit back and enjoy the thrill ride as we embark on another electrifying leg of the Rocket League pilot season spectacle. This evening, we plunge once again into the adrenaline charged round 2 of the ATL Rocket League pilot season, where the action is unparalleled and never stops. Round 2 is not just a sequel. It is a strategic move towards the grand finals on the 26th of November. Now, the stage is impeccably set. Teams are locked and loaded, and we are on the brink of savoring another round of remarkable gameplay. A quick reminder, the prize pool has surged, now exceeding 1,500 in value. A heartfelt appreciation to the phenomenal sponsors, prize sponsors, VR Canberra, and your continued support, amplifying the allure of this round's rewards and the season rewards. For those tuning in afresh, explore the specifics of round 2 and all the information about the ATL Rocket League pilot season by visiting our website, australianesportsgroup.com/ATL. Register and stay in the loop. The ATL Arena eagerly awaits your debut. Tonight, it's more than just gaming. It's unfolding of champions. So who will seize the spotlight tonight and emerge victorious in this round 2 match of the ATL Arena? Wow, we have been anticipating this, and the anticipation just peaks from here. So rally your teammates, gear up for intense clashes, and join us live as we continue round 2 of the ATL Rocket League pilot season. Thank you everybody for joining us here in the live stream. Let's take a look at the 2 Division 3 teams we have versing tonight. Now, we have the marvelous Ultraviolet Esports with iLinksy3 skipping this match with teammate Griffin B91, and versing Ultraviolet Esports is Calamity Esports with Wolfie as the skipper tonight and Dark Arrow as his teammate. I am Archibobby222 and I will be commentating your match tonight. Thank you to everybody who has joined us so far. Now, these 2 teams have met each other in Division 3 before, and we cannot wait to see what happens between these 2 as we embark in this round. So predictions are open. Make sure to get your predictions in the chat so that you don't miss out. Potentially, we could be seeing a 3-0 win one way or the other, but I don't think that's going to happen. I believe we'll be seeing at least 3-1 or 3-2 all the way into the tie-breaking round. Now, we've taken a look at the fixture for tonight's Division 3 match. But let's take a look at the standings here in Division 3. It is going to be absolutely superb as we see Calamity Esports and Ultraviolet Esports come head to head in round 1. The match scores, the game scores between these two teams. In game 1, we went all the way to the tiebreaker. So in game 1, Ultraviolet Esports took the first game 3-0, making a powerful impact on the field and putting Calamity in a little bit of a tricky situation. But in game 2, Calamity did not hold back. 3 points to 2 against Ultraviolet Esports and continued their prowess in the third game, 5 points to 4. But Ultraviolet Esports took a turn and made sure they were not swept out of that match. And instead of really succumbing to the power surge that happened there from Calamity Esports, we saw an 8-2 win for Ultraviolet Esports. They're taking us to the grand tiebreaker match. And that is where we saw Calamity Esports by 1 point taking that game and winning the match overall. So it was a very tight battle all the way to the end. We know we're going to see something similar tonight. I know that there's been practice behind the scenes from both of these, I'm hoping both of these teams, because they're going to need it tonight. Now, let's take a look at Division 3 goals leaderboard down the bottom right of your screen. Top goal scorer of this match. We'll see what happens throughout this match in particular, but so far is Griffin there on Ultraviolet Esports with 15 goals so far in the ATL Rocket League pilot season. Then sitting underneath in the top goals is Wolfie, skipper of Calamity Esports. 9 goals so far in the ATL Rocket League pilot season. Then we move to Lynxie, 7 goals so far in the Rocket League pilot season, and that is 7. Now, Dark Arrow, 5 goals in the Rocket League pilot season. We've only seen 1 game so far from Calamity Esports, and I can't wait to see what they have in store for us. Now, we'll be getting into the first game very shortly, so don't go anywhere. Place your predictions in chat. Make sure to have some water by your side because you are going to need it. This is going to be an epic turn of events. Thank you to everybody who's joined us in chat so far. A quick reminder in case you have forgotten or in case you haven't heard, the ATL Rocket League Pilot Season VIP passes are currently 50% off, and you can find them and snag yourself a 50% off VIP pass this entire season through our website, australianesportsgroup.com/ATL, and for all of the information in this pilot season. So, looking forward to seeing these 4 players really working as best that they can to, I really think tonight I'm going to be placing my prediction before we get into this, and I think UVE's got this in the bag, but I do think seeing as last scores were so close and the games, I'm excited to see Ultraviolet Esports take the 3-2 win at this time. Wow. Now you can also catch all of the results from all of the rounds and the matches seen so far on our Discord, in our social medias, and all over our website, the home of AESG information. Thank you to all of our teams, all of our match officials, everybody who's been a part of it. So far, you've made this season unforgettable thus far, and we appreciate everybody's love and support throughout this so far. We have 6 more incredible weeks ahead of us until we meet in the grand final for each division. So, any updates about the season you will find first in our Discord, as we'll let the community know what is happening while it is happening. Now we're about to get into this first match on Forbidden Temple Daytime. Don't worry, you're not missing a thing. We will be seeing the gameplay right here and very, very soon. Thank you to everyone for joining us so far. Good luck to all of the players. Forbidden Temple is where we're heading. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Here we are at the kickoff. Who will we see take the first game? I think it's important for the teams to secure this first game because it's going to put them in that position to really go for this match when we have a kickoff win by Calamity Esports there, but it is being sent into a dangerous position there. Oh, for UVE and Griffin, very dangerous to attempt to save that goal, but did so in the end. So that worked out very well for UVE, but we're back down in UVE territory. And I think we're going to be spending a little bit more time down here at the start of the game, it seems. Wolfie and Arrow watching the ball as quick as they can to make their moves, trying to take this first goal in the game. And I think the momentum from that, whoever takes it, will help them out through this entire match. Is that first goal and that first team attempt to really land an impact. Griffin, very well done, making a contest there with Calamity Esports, but trying to slow down the ball and take it all the way down into Calamity territory. It sits in front of Calamity goals for a short while, but now Wolfie moving it very swiftly back into position, hoping to line it up for his teammate, but his teammate goes for it solo. Arrow, unfortunately, missing that angle there. Arrow now following the ball, making sure that he's also in that line of defense. Lynxie is pushing up as fast as he can to make sure that he can make some moves here, potentially for a first goal of Ultraviolet Esports, but just missing the opportunity there. We have 3 minutes 30 left on the clock, and we are scoreless on the scoreboard so far. We are sitting in front of Ultraviolet Esports goals, but Arrow making a fantastic attempt to bring it back around after it's defended. Arrow in for Calamity Esports, 1-0. Griffin and Lynxie did work very well through that entire period to slow that ball down. We were sitting in front of Ultraviolet Esports goals for such a long period that I think Calamity might have had that one in the bag. So maybe moving a little bit further away from their goals is going to help them out in this game, as we can see that Arrow and Wolfie always are trying to put it in a very threatening position. Griffin lining that up, and unfortunately hitting the side of the goals there. Not quite lining up exactly how he wanted, but a very threatening attack indeed. Griffin again trying to push it up for Lynxie to come in there. Lynxie just touching the ball, but singing it out into the middle of the field. Not quite where Ultraviolet Esports seem to be intending to put it. So I think the pressure from Calamity Esports is really coming in here and putting the nail in a bit of a coffin here already. And we have 2 minutes, 27 seconds left on the clock. I think Lynxie and Griffin are going to have to get a little bit more creative here, maybe with their passes. I think they've had a lot of opportunities to pass that ball to each other to get it in the goals. Griffin here taking it along the side, making sure it doesn't go into that threatening center field. That is where Calamity can land those goals. We don't want to see Calamity there in that section for UVE, but Calamity is looking happy, sitting in Ultraviolet Esports territory majority of this match so far. So you can definitely see Calamity Esports does have that power push forward on Ultraviolet Esports and maybe a little bit more of a control over the ball, as we do seem to be lined up for UVE goals, even more so. Arrow with a shot on goal, but Griffin saving that. Fantastic defense from Griffin, moving into attack right down the guts of the field, but it is stopped there by Calamity Esports before it goes too far. Griffin in for a goal, taking it to a 1-all score. Checking that out. Wolfie was trying to line that up for himself to get it out of there, but unfortunately lined it up right for the center of that net, and Griffin took that opportunity and did not let it pass. 1 minute, 24 seconds left on the clock. We have a surge here in the center of the field from Wolfie, but Griffin takes that and capitalizes on it, moving it all the way down into Calamity territory and trying to line it up better for his teammate, bouncing it over both of his opponents. Oh, just hitting it a little bit too early. A shot on goal, though. Griffin following that ball back around with 1 minute remaining on the clock. Arrow there in defense. He is watching that ball like a hawk. Now Wolfie following it all the way down the side of the field, looking to line it up for another goal here. Griffin in that defensive position, attacking it in the air. Linksy sees an open goal and takes the opportunity. Ultraviolet Esports in the lead for the first time in this game. Wow, 42 seconds left. 1 minute, the margin. Arrow and Griffin both going for that ball, but it is an Ultraviolet Esports win. I think that seems to work out better for Calamity in the end anyway. They're always watching that back foot and making sure that they're there to swing it right back after that kickoff. So it could be a tactic coming in here from Calamity, and I think it is working out for them. Whether they get that center ball or not, they put themselves in that momentum, because we are straight back down into Ultraviolet Esports half as Griffin just gets it out, lining it up on the side of the goal there. Unfortunately, not quite where it needed to be for that goal in the last 5 seconds, but Griffin coming in to make one last push. Could it be enough? The ball's in the air. 0 seconds left on the clock. Can we keep it up? Can we get another goal? Arrow 2-all with 0 seconds on the clock. We are going into overtime. Arrow, what a powerful play there for Calamity Esports. 2 points all. The next goal wins the game. It is just as close and as tight and as tense as we would have expected between these two Division 3 teams. Arrow in with the goal. Linksy unfortunately lining it up there a little bit, but who knew? Well done, Calamity Esports, taking game 1. What a phenomenal play and teamwork from Calamity there to bring it through the end. And I'm so excited to see Ultraviolet Esports this close in the competition, because it means that game 2 is just going to be extraordinary. And I'm looking forward to see how Griffin and Linksy may change things up a little bit to be able to really overcome that last moment that is so important and so precious to get that game win. Pardon me. We are heading into game 2 with Calamity. 1 game in the belt, and they are ready to take on the next match on Dead Eye Canyon. Don't worry, you're not missing out on anything. The game is about to commence. Get ready for an epic battle between Calamity Esports and Ultraviolet Esports, who will be taking the kickoff win of the second game. As you'll see at the top of your screens, Calamity has taken the first game, and Ultraviolet Esports is coming in hot to make sure that they can make the moves they need to, or this might not be the move they're looking for. Linksy very, very threatening to Ultraviolet Esports' goal. Unfortunately, that wouldn't have been good, but he's got it out of there, lining it up for Griffin down the guts of the field, and it is a goal. What a team play. Linksy so close to lining that up for Calamity Esports in the goals there. Griffin had a pass there from Linksy and swiftly slid it down the guts of the field, scoring the goal for Ultraviolet Esports. This is a change in scenery. It was about a minute 30 before we saw a goal in game 1, so to see Ultraviolet Esports come out into game 2 with a feisty 1-point lead, I think that that's pretty important, and that would boost the confidence, I'm sure, of these teams. And another goal for Ultraviolet Esports. 2 points in the bag. Griffin scoring this goal, bouncing it up over his opponents and swiftly taking that maneuver to the next level. Just the simple steps needed to move past the opponents there. I think the defense compared to the attack might not be as powerful here from Calamity Esports in this game particularly, but on the attack they are still red hot. Wolfie moving the ball out of the center of the field, making sure it's not in a dangerous position for his team. Linksy, skipper of Ultraviolet Esports, taking the ball all the way down the side of the field, making a very fast move, trying to create that momentum and maneuvers for his teammate and for his team. 2 points in the lead. Linksy lining up a goal. Wolfie and Arrow there to slow that ball down. Wolfie saving that shot on goal from Linksy. Wolfie taking it back down to Calamity territory, but could this be a dangerous decision? Oh, Griffin a shot on goal, but just hitting that side post. 3 minutes, 25 seconds left on the clock, and Griffin lines it up. Arrow with a save. What a save. Arrow then taking it into an offensive, and it's stopped by Griffin. I thought there were going to be a different story there. The defense is on for both teams. Wolfie having to move back down into defense, because if not, that would have also been a goal scored for Ultraviolet Esports. But it is back and forth, goal save after goal save. I noticed that there's more work on the ground as well, rather than in the air so much in this game. So I find that very interesting. Obviously, these teams want some more control over the ball rather than taking it up into the air too much and maybe losing some of the momentum that they begin to build. Wolfie lining it up for the goals. It just hits the side post. Still a shot on goal. Wolfie turning around, trying to not lose that opportunity, then blowing up Griffin to give him and Arrow a better chance at that goal, but it is swinging in front of the goals, and Linksy and Griffin are doing such a fantastic job to slow that down. Really, the side post helped there too, but the accuracy is just a centimeter off if there was an opportunity there. Wolfie taking the ball down the side of the field and now up the wall. Little bit different of an attack into the goal than we've seen in this game so far. Linksy making a move, seeing his two opponents there, looking to bounce it over the top, bounces it past Arrow, but Wolfie, it does not slow Wolfie down. Wolfie makes a fantastic touch, moving it right across the field, but passing it to Griffin. Linksy sees the ball, it's lined up, but the defense from Arrow and Wolfie is on point at the moment. They're changing things up a little bit here. They know that if they get too close, Ultraviolet Esports need to be held back and restraint from those goals if Calamity Esports does not want them to get that. And 2 points the margin. A goal has not been scored for the past while, and I think Calamity Esports needs something here. We've got 1 minute 11 left on the clock. A 3-point lead for Ultraviolet Esports. A very different turn of events than what we saw in game 1. Wow, who will be taking the surge of the kickoff in the center? It will be Linksy by just. It is quite a neutral ball. Griffin and Linksy both trying to make an attack on the same position, and so are Wolfie and Arrow. I think that this is a pressure-filled match, because otherwise that would really be a different story. We're getting demolitions all over the board, and Arrow trying to take it down the guts, but you're going to have to be more creative than that against this powerful Ultraviolet Esports roster. Ultraviolet Esports are definitely making a different move in Game 2. It's definitely working out for them, and I think the defense and the attack working together a little bit more and a little bit more cooperatively on the field, I think is definitely helping them. And there's 30 seconds left. I don't think that Calamity Esports will be able to get 3 goals minimum in the last 20 seconds. Anything could happen. But with this gameplay so far and the goals being so spread apart from each other throughout this game, I don't know if it's going to happen. 8 seconds left. Griffin trying to go in for another goal. Wolfie pretty much saving that. Arrow there to back up his teammate. 0 seconds left on the board, and Wolfie taking it up into the air, looking to score a goal. It is close, but not close enough. Amazing game. Ultraviolet Esports put a game win in the bag, bringing it back to a 1-all game win score. So this match could still be anyone's. What are your predictions in chat? Let us know. 3 points to 0. Griffin there scoring 3 goals. Lynxie scoring none. Wolfie scoring none. And Arrow scoring none. Griffin the only goal scorer in that game for Ultraviolet Esports. Let's see if things can change up just a little bit here again for Calamity. They are looking to get this next game win, and I know they will not let it by easily by any chance at all. So we're going to be heading into game 3. 1 game win in the belt of each of these teams. Thank you to everyone who has joined us so far in this match. Do not worry, you're not missing out on anything. We'll be heading to Champion Fields. Good luck to both teams. Who will be making the first push of this game is going to be crucial. Wolfie winning that kickoff for Calamity Esports as Griffin takes complete advantage of that, lining up a goal, but Wolfie there in a perfect position to stop that. If he wasn't there, we'd be seeing a very tough game so far. Wolfie moving the ball a little bit closer to the goals, but still in a threatening position for Ultraviolet Esports to come right in and steal the ball and slow down that momentum that Calamity is building. And I think Wolfie is trying to make that big push. The skipper as he gets a goal. Fantastic effort. Absolutely incredible start now for Calamity Esports. I don't think they could be any happier than that. Now, will Ultraviolet Esports respond with a kickoff win? They indeed do, and it stays neutral with a contest there in the middle of the field between the two teams, and Arrow lines up a goal. Lynxie saves it. Arrow is getting off the... out of his comfort zone, stepping into some different shoes. Wolfie there with a save from Griffin, shot on goal. Ultraviolet Esports is making a move, really looking for this next goal for their team. Griffin and Lynxie in a similar section, but they're watching each other and they're trying their best not to get in each other's way, but still there to back each other up. Wolfie, what a change of events. 2 goals to 0. Calamity Esports remain with a 2-point margin. 3 minutes 54 seconds left on the clock. How will Ultraviolet Esports respond? Lynxie has the opportunity at the goal, but Arrow does not let him get too far before he contests there, almost in the center of the field. So Lynxie didn't get too far there at all, unfortunately, but we're back down Ultraviolet Esports territory, and I know that Griffin and Lynxie do a great job at getting it out of there, but I think they're going to need to get it out of there and keep it down the other end unless they are looking for that complete coast-to-coast goal. It is sitting in front of the goals there. What a save from Griffin, almost rolling in. That was very lucky for Ultraviolet Esports. We could have had an entirely different story. Arrow and Wolfie seem to be taking it into the air a little bit more than Lynxie and Griffin. And I think Lynxie and Griffin, this will be a part of their tactic and the strategic play in this game because they know they need to get this next game win to stay ahead. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left on the clock. It is contest after contest. We have all players chasing that ball down. Lynxy and Griffin both now in a defensive position as Calamity start to make more of a surge towards Ultraviolet Esports territory. They're doing a better job now to hold that ball down there, which is what they seriously need. They can set each other up for goals. We've seen it over and over. They just need to get that position right. The pressure that Ultraviolet Esports is putting onto Calamity here is impeccable. And Lynxy lining up a goal there, just rolling up the side post as Griffin watches that slide pass, but tries to really capitalize on Lynxy's push there. Lynxy, that was pretty much a save in my books. Lynxy working hard there to try and be in the right place at the right time, and it works out in his favor. Griffin getting blown up by Arrow. Arrow is on that surge. It is lined up for goals. Griffin saves it once more. Griffin on his defense tonight. Hitting it up into the air just for a moment. It gives the players a moment to breathe. It really does. That 2 seconds of it being up in the air, unless you're up there contesting with it, you just get that moment of fresh air. Lynxy lining it up to the goals. Could it be? Arrow saving that before it could go too far. Calamity remain a 2-point lead at the moment with 1 minute remaining left on the clock. How will Ultraviolet Esports respond here? Calamity, if winning this game, could potentially win. Oh, Wolfie! That was very close. Just a little bit too far. Griffin in with a goal, and the first goal in the game for Ultraviolet Esports with 58 seconds left on the clock. 1 point the margin. Wow, what do we think's going to happen here? I'm looking for a tiebreaker. Let's go, Ultraviolet Esports. Calamity is doing such a good job to keep Ultraviolet Esports in their seats with their hands and feet inside their vehicles. I think the comfort zone that's really happened here for Ultraviolet Esports after that game win needs to be stretched a little bit more now, as Calamity, after losing game 2, needed this game win to happen. Losing game 1 needed this to happen, and now Griffin is in with 27 seconds left on the clock. 2 points all. Could we see an overtime here in this game? Game 3. That will be 2 overtimes in this match so far, if that is the case. We have a straight and fair kickoff win from Griffin, who also capitalizes on that, bouncing the ball right above the goal. That could have been a whole different story for Ultraviolet Esports there. Just missing that opportunity. Arrow chasing the ball down. Wolfie looking to make that strategic move across the field where nobody can touch the ball. Wolfie now knocking it further down. We are heading into overtime. Good luck to both teams. We have a kickoff win by Ultraviolet Esports, but can they capitalize on that before Arrow moves it straight down the other end? Griffin and Lynxy needing to be in a bit more of a defensive position now, as we have a shot on goal and a goal from Wolfie. Calamity Esports take game 3 with 2 game wins under their belts. Congratulations in game 3, Calamity. Ultraviolet Esports just missing out on the opportunity to take out game 3. 3 goals were scored by Wolfie, 0 by Arrow, 2 by Griffin, and 0 by Lynxy. So the team setups were definitely in place. I know that those players didn't score it all on their own, and it had to come to that incredible teamwork. And the communication it seems to be getting better from both teams, and I can see that they're making those moves to be able to be there in the right spot at the right time, because it's going to matter the most in moments like that overtime. 2 overtimes in 1 match, in fact. So Let's see how we go in game 4. It's going to be interesting. If Calamity can take this win, they will take out this match series tonight in Division 3. But if, pardon me, if Ultraviolet Esports can surge, they will stay in this. So good luck to both teams. Do not worry, everybody. You're not missing a thing. We are on Urban Central, and you are about to witness this incredible gameplay. Here we are at the kickoff. We have 2 game wins for Calamity, 1 game win for Ultraviolet Esports. And I think Calamity have that persistence to continue this surge with that goal from Wolfie, the skipper of Team Calamity, making his move in the first 6 seconds of this game. Maybe this is a sign for Calamity Esports here in this match, but I know Ultraviolet Esports have it in them. Another kickoff win by Calamity Esports. I think the confidence from 2 game wins in a row probably has helped them in this game 4 now. Wow, Griffin right where he needs to be with an open net, but Wolfie just saving that goal. What a fantastic effort. Griffin trying to take things slow so we can get the ball in, and does so. 1 point all. Ultraviolet Esports is on the board in this game. We are now at a tie, so the next goal, again, could create the momentum that these teams need, so they will be hungry for it the whole way through. Griffin following through with Lynx's kickoff, a win, but Arrow watching carefully at the goals like a hawk. The pressure, the determination from Ultraviolet Esports is getting them through. Lynxy scoring the 2nd goal in this game for Ultraviolet Esports. Wolfie hot on his tail, trying to create that anxiousness and that nervousness for Lynxy to maybe tip it off to the side, but Lynxy didn't let it get to him at all and took the goal. Lynxy with the contest again in the middle. Both of Calamity Esports are on that attack, and Lynxy was targeted. I'm surprised the demolition didn't happen there. Griffin with a shot on goal, and Lynxy coming through to finish that all off. 3 points to 1 in game 4. Can you believe the turn in tables once again? We are now looking to be in Ultraviolet Esports' favor. This could take us to a tiebreaker of this match. I look forward to see how we go in the rest of this game. Lynxy moving the ball, trying to move the ball out of the goals, and Arrow brings the margin to only now a 1 point, and really trying to line that ball up from that smack off the wall, doing such a great job at it. Griffin and Lynxy there to slow it down, but unfortunately for them, not enough to stop that goal. 3 minutes, 55 seconds left on the clock. The ball is up the wall, and it is lining up there for Ultraviolet Esports, but can they take the opportunity on before Wolfie contends? Indeed, they can't quite in this situation. Wolfie and Arrow both eagerly awaiting a opportunity to slow down the momentum of Ultraviolet Esports, but it can't happen. Lynxy in with another goal there for UVE. 4 points to 2. Ultraviolet Esports in the lead with a 2-point margin. Absolutely impeccable turn in tables. Can we see a surge here now from Calamity Esports? There's 3 minutes 30 left on the clock, and there is no doubt in my mind Calamity can get a goal here. Wolfie saving that goal. A very threatening position and an awkward position for Calamity Esports to stop there, but they did in the end. Lynxy there to save that goal also with a bit of a barrel roll into that save. Griffin seeing an open net. Could he line this up perfectly? Unfortunately, it just hits the side, but Griffin not giving up on the opportunity until it goes in. He's down there smacking those 10-pin balls in, all the ones that he did not hit. And now he has a strike. 5-2. Ultraviolet Esports in the lead at the moment. Wolfie winning the kickoff for Calamity Esports, but Griffin taking all the opportunities in the best hand, lining up the ball in the center. Can Linksy come through? Griffin comes in and lines it up for himself with a backflip. 6 points to 2. Ultraviolet Esports has turned this game into their favor, but there's still 2 minutes 55 left on the clock, so Calamity Esports can definitely turn them back around. They just need to really come together in their team plays to help each other line that ball up a little bit more consistently and then converting those goals. I think there might be a little bit too much solo play coming from Calamity Esports tonight. If that is what seems to work for them, that is what seems to work for them. But in this game, Ultraviolet Esports has victory in their sights so far. Wolfie sees the goal. Not an open net opportunity and is stopped by both Ultraviolet Esports. Arrow trying to line it up into a goal before Linksy saves it. Another very incredible defense maneuver. Straight down the guts. It could have gone in, but just to the left side of the goal. Still a shot on goal there for Griffin over and over again. 2 minutes left on the clock. We see a surge from Calamity here. We know we've seen these team-ups in the ATL Rocket League pilot season, and it was a battle all the way until the end. So I think we're going to be seeing an Ultraviolet Esports power surge here at the end. I don't think 6 points is all they're going to want to look at getting. I know that they'll want a stronger lead if they can get it. So to be goalless for a while, that means Calamity Esports has been changing something around. Griffin with a save from a deadly shot on goal before Arrow scores the next goal. 3 points to Calamity Esports. A 3-point margin with Ultraviolet Esports in the lead of this game at the moment. If Ultraviolet Esports win this game, this means we'll be going into a tiebreaker game for this match to determine the ultimate winner. Wolfie following through very swiftly. 4 points on the board for Calamity now. Taking it right down the guts. Linksy trying to be there, but unfortunately was a little bit too slow for Wolfie's high-speed action there. Who'll be taking this kickoff win? Arrow, Wolfie, and Linksy all going for it. Mainly stays neutral, but we're sitting just over the center line for UVE. So let's see how they're going to react. Anything really could happen here. It's still anyone's game with 1 minute left on the clock. 2 points the margin at the moment. Ultraviolet Esports leading this game the whole time. And Calamity Esports currently leading this match series, so it's going to be interesting to see if Calamity can come back through here. Linksy with the save. Thankfully for Ultraviolet Esports, Wolfie not letting Griffin come too close before a contest has been made. In the air, on the ground, it doesn't matter. Wolfie is there. Linksy taking it up the wall, trying to move it into a bit of a deadly position, waiting for an opportunity, creating that opportunity as frequently as he can. Because without it, there will be no potentials at goals, and there it is. Griffin landing another goal for Calamity Esports with the assistance. Incredible from the skipper. 7 points to 4 is a completely different result than what we've seen so far. 20 seconds left. Could this be enough for Calamity? They both missed the center ball. That is a turn of events. The pressure is on. Maybe it was deliberate, but that looks very synchronized. 12 seconds left on the clock. Maybe we'll see Ultraviolet Esports taking another goal. Slow and composed wins the race. 4 seconds left. 4 points the margin, 8 points to 4. Ultraviolet Esports in the lead at the moment. Wow. A kickoff goal or two could be made here, but outside of that, I believe that Ultraviolet Esports have secured this game. Linksy lining it up for the center ball. It could have been another goal there for Ultraviolet Esports, but was not. Well done, Ultraviolet Esports, keeping yourselves in this match series. This is very, very exciting for you. The first game where all of the players have scored goals, and it was incredible to see. 5 goals to Griffin, 3 goals to Lynxie, and 2 goals each to Wolfie and Arrow. So a very different turn of events, and if we can see that power surge from Ultraviolet Esports in the next game, we could see Ultraviolet Esports doing a bit of a reverse sweep on Calamity Esports. Calamity Esports and Ultraviolet Esports are 1 win away from this match, and I cannot wait to see what we have in store for us for the next game. So, good luck to all of our teams. 4-point margin in this last game. We'll be heading to Manfield for this match here, the tiebreaker. Do not worry, you're not missing a thing. We are heading into the tiebreaker game. Here we go. 5 minutes on the clock, 0 points, and fresh on the scoreboard. Lynxie making a surge down the guts of the field, giving it to Arrow in a position where Arrow could have taken the opportunity there to swing it all the way back down to help out his team, but didn't have enough power behind it. Now we're in a situation where we're in front of Calamity's goals, and they're struggling to get UVE to back away. UVE has the pedal to the metal and will not let this go easily. This is pretty much like an overtime if you think about it. So the pressure of an overtime and having the opportunity to win this game and win it takes all. I think that pressure and that thought is running on both of these teams' minds, because it is exactly that. Griffin taking the ball across the center of the field, bouncing it over his opponent, so putting Wolfie on a bit of a back-end tail, but Wolfie's not letting that slow him down. Oh no. Taking it into the air and swinging it right back to Ultraviolet Esports territory, where Lynx is working hard to get the ball away from that threatening position that Wolfie and Arrow seem to continuously put it in. Whatever Ultraviolet Esports has been doing has been working so well for them, especially in the defense. Lynxie with another goal save, sending it right down all the way to Calamity. It is a double tap attempt, but unfortunately for Ultraviolet Esports, it is swung right back in the opposite direction with Arrow and Wolfie closely behind. Lynxie and Griffin watching each other's plays, looking for a pass, looking for a hit, but Arrow making a fantastic shot and so close to, Wolfie, and almost landing that goal, potentially on Ultraviolet Esports, but Ultraviolet Esports doing such a fantastic job in defense to stop these goals from really conceding against them. And Griffin and Lynxie, something has changed in the likes of Ultraviolet Esports, because we're seeing a completely different gameplay. Griffin smacking into Arrow, pushing him down the field like a bit of a tackle. I thought this was a non-contact sport. Wolfie and Arrow both chasing the ball all the way down as they see that open net opportunity, but it gives enough time for both Ultraviolet Esports to jump onto that defense position and make sure that Wolfie knows it won't be a simple task. Lynxie bouncing the ball into his opponents on the wall, not quite where he was looking to get into a setup for his teammates. So these plays, Arrow, well done, putting the first goal on the board in this tiebreaker match for Calamity Esports. What a start of the game. It is 2 minutes 15 left and we only have 1 point on the board, so it goes to show how tense this match is. Lynxie being swung back from the smack on Arrow in the center ball. Arrow's taking it down at the side of the field, looking to line it up over the top of Lynxie, and does indeed. 2 points now for Calamity Esports, who have taken and held the lead for this game so far. 0 points on the scoreboard at the moment in game 5, So it's going to be interesting to see how we see a response from Ultraviolet Esports. Apologies The games are now updated at the top of your screen. 2 games in each of the belts of Ultraviolet Esports and Calamity Esports. So they are both hungry for this. They don't want to let this go. Lynxie and Griffin trying to work together there. Oh, unfortunately that demolition was not enough. Arrow still getting that goal. Fabulous effort and did not let anything bother that shot and that lineup, and Griffin was just a little bit too late. 3 points on the scoreboard for Calamity Esports, and it might be a little bit more in the side of Calamity taking this, but we know that a minute 30 leaves enough time for Ultraviolet Esports to come right back and make this table turn once more in the tiebreaker of this match. Lynxie taking a controlled possession for a moment down the side of the field, pretty much passing it to Arrow, unfortunately. And all of that momentum for Ultraviolet Esports is unfortunately lost down the field, but the adrenaline pack of the action from Ultraviolet Esports has not slowed down. Calamity Esports trying to get out of that defensive position. We know they like to be in the offensive position more often, so that is where they're trying to get themselves as Wolfie scores another goal. 4 points on the scoreboard for Calamity Esports. This could be set in stone here, but we don't know just yet. A final push for Ultraviolet Esports is needed. Wolfie winning the kickoff in the center field. 50 seconds left on the clock. We need a massive push from Ultraviolet Esports just like this. All the way down the guts of the field, and Griffin is on the board. 4 points to 1. 3-point the margin with 42 seconds left on the clock. Calamity Esports was not there. I wonder what happened. 3 points the margin. Let's see what Ultraviolet Esports can do with their Ultraviolet Rays. Lynxie winning that kickoff there. Potentially helping out his teammate to get a little bit closer to the goal for that magnificent comeback. We're waiting and hoping to see it sent right back down into UVE territory, where Lynxie is right in the right place to slow that down and taking it down once again in the last 20 seconds. We're looking for a goal here, Ultraviolet Esports, but in the last 15 seconds, I think that we have seen Calamity take this game. But we could see one more goal, and I'm hoping that we do. But what a game and what a match from both teams, Ultraviolet Esports and Calamity Esports. It's 0 seconds and the ball is down. Well done to all teams, and congratulations Calamity on that win. I am so excited for you guys. I know that you'll be absolutely stoked about that win, and 2 wins in a row in that tiebreaker against Ultraviolet Esports. I think that's going to be very, very powerful in a confidence boost as well for Calamity Esports and for their upcoming Division 3 matches. Now, we have seen such incredible showmanship and talent from Ultraviolet Esports tonight, but unfortunately it wasn't enough to get them over the edge there. It was close, but not close enough. We are going to be seeing even more matches upcoming, but let's take a quick look at the results from round 1. The results for round 2 will be coming out as well for all of the matches that you've seen. But taking a look back here, we can see how close it was, and Ultraviolet Esports putting themselves really in that similar position to pull themselves back through. But Calamity Esports, there's something that they had, and in tonight's match and match of round 1 against Ultraviolet Esports, they did a really good job at making sure that the pressure didn't get to them in the end. Whether they were working together, whether they were working in a separate motion, it worked out in the end for Calamity Esports. So well done. Great match. And thank you to all teams and players. All of these results, you will find them in our Discord on our website and across our social medias as well. Absolutely incredible. We have round 3 coming up as well. So there are 6 more weeks that you do not want to miss out on between divisions 1, 2, and 3. Tonight here you were watching a division 3 match, which is absolute edge of your seat action. I know that Ultraviolet Esports didn't get the result that they want, but they did do a fabulous job to take it all the way through, keep themselves in the match, and then to be that close. It must be a little bit tricky for them, but they know what they'll have to do next time. And what a thrill ride. Commentating on the intense match between Ultraviolet Esports and Calamity Esports, along with all of the round 1 and round 2 actions so far. It's been such an incredible experience. You can relive all of these epic battles on our YouTube channel for a thrill that lasts, and you will never miss a moment by doing that. And if you want more of the ATL Rocket League pilot season, make sure to hit that sub button and never miss a live notification, because we have 6 more weeks coming your way. Check our Discord, our socials, and our website for round results and upcoming matches in Division 1, 2, and 3. You're up for 6 more weeks of awesome plays in the ATL Rocket League pilot season. And a quick reminder, if you don't know already, or if you've forgotten, these season VIP passes are now 50% off. You can grab yours at australianesportsgroup.com/ATL. And for exclusive VIP access and unforgettable perks. A huge thanks to our sponsors, especially VR Canberra, for boosting our prize pool to over 1,500 in value this season. I've been your host, ArchieBobby222. A huge shout out to the players, teams, officials, spectators, sponsors for all the amazing support so far in this pilot season. As round 2 concludes, let's keep the excitement alive with gravity-defying moves and strategic plays. The journey ahead promises even more thrills, and we can't wait to share that with you guys. Cheers to the esports passion, and here's to an unforgettable season. Until next time, stay tuned for more electrifying moments in the ATL Rocket League pilot season. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful evening.